Here we have the scorecard breakdown. Monthly, weekly, daily, in the short-term EMAs. Palantir got a 81% bearish. Ehang, 80% bearish. Plug Power, I don't know all gaps, 87% bearish. And finally, SPY, still bullish, 87%. So, who hadn't learned about them stop losses? Them hard lessons, right? Woo-wee. I ain't seen red like this in a minute. All right, so let's get into Palantir. Palantir on the monthly, we are still in the upper right corner of the chart and have a higher low still. I gave it just a few points based off of the dynamics of higher low and then the upper right of the price action. Let's go over to the weekly. We did have a trading range between $28 and $23 previously for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks prior. So this is technically a support level. A lot of buyers who are here wouldn't mind buying back because they bought the first time, so they wouldn't, mind buying a second time. So that's why we believe that the support is going to be here in this trading range. But the weekly just doesn't look that good. It's kind of falling out of that upper right where it's supposed to be and getting back, but it's not too far down. I did give it, I guess, a little itty bitty points for being above the 20 EMA that just got formed. And then finally on the day, we did see basically record dollar volume for sure, but also the second most traded day today on this gap down. Just goes to show a lot of interest was here. There is the lockup expiration that has, been the catalyst to this sell-off and the earnings sell-off. So it's really been hard. I did give this a bearish score. It is below short-term EMAs, it's below the 50 SMA, but we do have hope because we do see a ton of volume here. Let's go to Ehang. Ehang, again, bearish. This has been very interesting, guys. This has been very interesting. The market is only down 0.43%, but stocks that we own getting drilled. I did give this some points because, again, it's in the upper right-hand corner and has a higher low and a higher high, which is good. On the weekly, guys, on the weekly, it's down 50%. Oh my gosh. Your whole portfolio took. But hey, there may be hope, There may be hope. There was a short report that caused this catalyst to go down. And then finally on the day, we did get that and a huge sell-off, that 63% sell-off day. Had the dead cat bounce back to the 20 EMA and finally, continuing to go down. This could potentially go down to the 50 SMA. We all don't know, but we are looking at this as very bearish and would not be confident holding this stock for sure. We need to see some demand. And when you see blue days like that, something is extremely wrong. Like, extremely. There should have been somebody wanting to support price as it fell down a little bit, but there was not one true knife catcher. Not one. So that really sucks to see. Seriously. Like, it has me fearful of really trading right now because it's just been churning out them retail investors. Got to. Plug, another retail investor stock. Absolutely looking crazy on the daily. But first, we got to hit it with the monthly. Did give it some points for being in the upper right-hand corner and have a higher low, but it is a lower high, and we have to take note of that. Bearish formations on the monthly. On the weekly, there's a fat candle from open being the high. That is not good. You want to see at least something like this. It just goes to show that bulls had some strength in the week, but not on this one. This one never was a strength on the bulls all the way down from the get-go of this short week. Mostly due to Texas, mostly due to weak hands. When a lot of retail holds something, they will sell quickly. Here, it's just looking like a rounded price action, like just a big old rounding top, and that is not friendly. Broke down on the short-term EMAs on this day, gap down second day, and gap down again. It has some potential for a 50 SMA bounce, but if you look, there's no support. Like in my scorecard, I don't know. There's just gaps. If you were trading this, you would see there was just stupid gap ups that we just had really no understanding of what was happening. A lot of after hours pre-market kind of manipulation. Sold all those stocks to us, institution, and then finally let the floor down and got short with puts. I know they did. So yeah, it's looking bearish here. Hopefully renewables get some sort of a bounce. I know maybe not tomorrow, but hopefully next week, because I do invest in clean energy. Finally, the S&P 500. We don't need to go through all of the charts, but we just can look at the daily. The daily looks good. We still have, we're over the short-term EMA of the 10. However, we are seeing a lower high. We are seeing lower low. Those are warning signs. You don't want to see lower high, lower low at any point. You should automatically look like, okay, this may or may not be a situation where we got to sell. We do see the wicks, 1, 2, 3 wicks already at the 388. So this is now intermediate short-term support, and 385 is like a stronger support. Let's roll over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin did go all the way to 52,500. We are potentially going back into this channel that we were in. Sometimes when you see channels and price goes above that channel, it just wants to come back into the channel. So don't be afraid. We may come back into this channel, and even in the middle of this channel. In the middle of that channel looks like about this price, probably right at 50,000. That is very, very possible.
I don't know why my video cut off on me, but this is something that we got to talk about, guys. Stop losses. I'm even still learning the process. I'm always too smart sometimes as far as not putting a stop loss on, but we got to put on them stop losses, even if it's money that we don't, necessarily have to worry about. We still want to have structure because it's going to do a lot to our emotional health. If we do end up losing money, we may feel like we're bad traders, bad investors, and all it is the market wants to go in a different way. That's all that is. We as traders and investors, we have theories and thoughts that this should go up in value, but if the market does go down, we have real dollars in the market, and we just don't want to lose the whole thing, like the whole thing. So thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all learned something. I would like, feedback if there's any requested videos as far as stocks or even topics in trading. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye-bye.